TS. And I was in the process of appealing this on Friday. I was going back and forth with Nathan.
Appealing.
Appeal for a P-tip. And
Oh, so they denied him?
No, we're almost there. P-tip, the decision, and then this came, so I just, I'm really excited to talk to you. I told him about this on Friday, and he drove straight to the pretrial services. But that's what's going on. I'll let him just tell you.
So, but I don't understand what you're saying about appealing. What are you?
No, I'm doing a P-tip appeal because he's not necessarily allowed to P-tip what the situation is, so I did.
You mean you're doing a mitigation packet?
I already did it. Everything's turned in. I did everything, mitigation packet.
They said yes.
I don't know yet.
Oh, you don't know?
We're going back and forth, and then I stopped that because I literally, I got that report right then and there. I was going back and forth with Nathan on Sunday.
Do you guys have any guidance on Burroughs? It looks like he's filed for the diversion program for the DWI.
Amanda? Is that
Or
your
just
name?
whether he's been accepted into the program.
Are you Amanda? I'm sorry.
I'm not.
Oh, I'm sorry.
She works for the recovery unit.
Okay.
So I believe that Nathan he was waiting because there was a previous DWI that was filed out of county, and he was waiting to receive the OR from that previous DWI. Because we don't know, it might have been dismissed.
No, it was dismissed. I gave him the dismissal paperwork, and it was because there was nothing on
But
it.
I still have to know too, so I can take the appropriate action as far as bond condition.
I'm
You know?
happy to email
Go ahead.
Nathan right now. I think we just received the OR this morning
Where from and when?
from Galveston County. Let me look for the judge.
This case has been open since June. And I'm just now finding out that he had.
I didn't know it either because he thought it was expunged because it says interest adjustments, no evidence for DWI. Basically, it was like he had no, it was nothing, it just got thrown out. So that being said, he said he didn't do anything. That's whatever. That's that. But
Yeah, I think it had been, I think that we are all in agreement that it was dismissed. I think Nathan just wanted the copy of the offense
What
report.
year was it?
1 second, Judge. Yes, Judge, the DWI is from 2019.
Yeah, I probably would have put an interlock on him.
But the reasoning on the dismissal, they put it on there.
And now he's still consuming alcohol, Mike.
That's what I'm saying. He's here to tell you, I don't believe that's the case. He swears up and down he didn't. He puts,
I have a SCRAM.
I understand that. And he puts some like crazy amount of makeup on him, and the alcohol, I gave you the pictures of it also. It's called alcohol what's it called? Hang on. You can explain it to you, but I have it here.
I have pictures of,
The nature of alcohol can be mistaken for alcohol consumption. I know.
I have these pictures. It has no date. It has no,
To give you context to it, I have the dates here. Those are just pictures of the close-up makeup, but he was DJing on those particular dates. And I have it right here because I was trying to get up in the club.
and I guess drinking while DJing, right?
No, he said he wasn't. I mean, you talked to him. I wasn't there. It was DJ Sidney Ray, October 31st at this place, and that was the day in question. And then this is October, this one, I'm sorry,
Okay. So
October 27th.
I have here that you're consuming alcohol. I have here that the consumption is October 26th,
Yeah, that's the, it believes in
October 30th,
November 9th.
November 9th. Oh, and October 9th. So
That was, yeah.
I have 4 different events that you're consuming alcohol.
For October 9th, Your Honor, that was whenever you told me to put the SCRAM on, and I put the SCRAM on right after that. And then those other 3 dates.
So you're allegedly consuming alcohol the day I tell you to put it on.
No, he did it that's the day, and then he put it on. No, that's the violation. We addressed that.
I have a positive for alcohol on the 9th of October.
Not from the SCRAM, I think.
Yes.
October 26th.
I sent him on 10/9. So Felicia,
Yes, Judge.
So we sent him for a POC test on 10/9 on that time. Did he test positive for alcohol?
Yes, Judge.
Why on earth are we just now getting the violation?
No, the violation
No.
was already addressed.
That was addressed.
Yes, that violation was already addressed in a previous BVR. They started to put it in that section, that's why I didn't highlight it. But
Can I address that BVR?
yes, and that's when we amended the conditions to put a SCRAM.
Okay, so now we have alcohol consumption as a second violation on top of all this.
For the SCRAM itself.
I've been very grateful for the second chance you gave me. That was from the makeup that I applied to myself, and I was just ignorant to the fact that that would actually set off my SCRAM device, but I have not consumed another alcohol beverage at all. Those are also the days that I was working, I was entertaining, I did not consume another alcohol beverage at all, so I've been very grateful. I'm not stupid, I wouldn't consume another alcoholic beverage after you put the SCRAM device. in the
Mr. Burrows, I told you at every single stage of this game, do not put anything into your body that could be positive for alcohol. It is your responsibility to know what you can and cannot use. You're old enough to know that actions have consequences.
Yes,
And
sir.
here we are. I've already let you go one time with a positive for alcohol. When I told you not to consume, you literally tested positive on the day that we sent you for the test. And now we have another 3 positives for alcohol.
I don't think that's all, that's the other parts, yeah, but the first part, that's not, he didn't test positive.
He tested positive 10/9.
No, that was,
It was a positive urinalysis test, and because of that, we amended the.
And because of that, I amended the conditions. I did not put him in jail. I put the SCRAM on him.
yeah, but we addressed that he didn't go in and like.
I got it.
It's not 2 tests, is what I'm trying to say.
Okay,
You're right.
but he's continuing to consume.
So, yeah.
Stephen,
The SCRAM reports are also in your email, I'm not sure if you picked them, but we got the names of the records as well for all of those dates.
have you seen that?
I mean, I have whatever I was sent yesterday.
That's it.
I'm sorry, Mr. Bros. What am I supposed to do? Just let you go again?
No, sir, I'm not asking to, and I did not consume any alcohol. It was just yes, sir. The products that I put on, and I just was not aware that that was set off that. And it was makeup, sir. That's all it was. I didn't consume an alcohol beverage at all.
That party is 10:31 and I have here 10:26, 10:30, and you're telling me that you put this makeup on November 9th? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Yes, sir. It's for my TikTok, and I have the videos of it also, sir. I do cosplay, and I just put on those products, and that was the sweat from it. I had no idea that that would actually get inside my blood system and and set that off.
You have levels?
Yes, they're in the SCRAM report.
What is it?
I have.
It's like a peak of 0.08 and then.
He's a 0.08.
Yes.
You're telling me that makeup made you a 0.08?
Yes, sir. And those are the days I was at work.
I don't believe it for a second.
I even had,
I don't believe it for a second. I'm sorry. A
understand.
0.08 because of makeup?
Yes, sir. I understand. I promise you I have not consumed alcohol at all.
I'm sorry, dude.
I understand.
That's it.
Yes, sir. I understand.
With you?
I understand, yes, sir.
Can't possibly believe that makeup is going to make you as intoxicated as having 6 to 8 drinks. ¿Qué has hecho cerca de este caso?
Mandé a hacer las placas.
Prueba.
No, le mandé a la señora.
Cuando tú haces cualquier cosa con el DPS o DMV, te dan prueba. Un email, receipt, algo te dan. Muéstrame algo que tienes, que has hecho.
Pregunté a la señora que es la que me está tramitando la placa y me dijo que no tiene nada, que a ella no le dan información.
So, no has registrado entonces. Solamente hiciste una pregunta.
No registré.
Pruébamelo entonces.
Tengo mensajes de texto con la persona, la gente que me está haciendo el trámite.
Muéstramelo.
Okay, ¿puedo ir por mi teléfono?
I'm not going to take his word that he's just asking questions. I want some kind of proof that he's doing something, you know? Yeah, I mean, go get your boy, see what he's doing.
You want to bring him back, please? Okay.
Typically, Victor, as long as they start registering and you have proof,
No, I
that's
understand.
good enough.
My understanding is that he's going through somebody else to get the process done for him.
Ahí están los mensajes. Ahorita cuando lo hice, le hice el pago, mandé toda la información.
So, I don't know if you want to see this, Judge. This is text message string. This is the inspection that he did that he sent to the lady who's doing the process for him.
Ayer mismo le pregunté si tenía,
So this is the actual registration?
That's the person who's doing the process for him. So he's sending her all the information. She's doing it for him.
I don't understand why he can't. do it.
Whatever he feels comfortable doing, Judge. I don't know.
We got to put a time limit on this thing. It's
Understand.
200 days. I mean,
Understand.
it's,
I'm only asking for one more reset.
how long do you want?
My last person was reset to December the 17th.
That day, if it's not done, it's plea or trial. I'm not going to give you any more. Tú no tienes más tiempo para la próxima vez que tú regreses aquí. Si no lo tienes hecho en total, no me importa un coco que tienes que hacer. Jurado con juicio la próxima vez. ¿Entiendes, Méndez? Okay.
Understood.
All right.
Appreciate it.
SFBF, please, Jermaine.
Yes, sir.
Right,
Yeah.
Ms. Zuniga on page 30 is our first one.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Hey, happy hump day. Wednesday. So we have is it Magali Zuniga?
Yes.
Ms. Zuniga, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, ma'am.
Yes, Judge.
Okay.
The officer initiated a traffic stop after observing the defendant weaving between lanes and disregarding a traffic control device on an exit ramp. The defendant stopped her vehicle in the middle of a moving lane of traffic on the entrance ramp to Katy Freeway, and upon contact, the officer observed a strong odor of an alcoholic beverage and glossy eyes. The defendant admitted to drinking a couple beers and stated that her last drink was at 9 p.m. and that she believed the current time was 11 p.m. or 12 a.m. It was actually 1 a.m. Center field sobriety tests were conducted. HGN 6 out of 6, walk and turn 6 out of 8, one leg stand 4 out of 4. The DIC was read and breath was refused. A blood warrant was signed and executed.
Okay. Can you look to see if there are any prior DWIs, please?
There are no prior DWIs, Your Honor.
Okay, Ms. Zuniga, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. Do you have a valid Texas driver license? Can you get a license, Alex, please? Do you have valid liability insurance in your name? Okay, you're not allowed to drive unless you have both, but I am now placing a restriction on you and your bond that you're not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs, and I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're consuming alcohol and kind of illegal drugs, you will go to jail. You will not get any more PR bonds. Do you understand?
I understand.
Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance, but it's your responsibility to stay in touch with them, and he'll tell you when you have to come back to court. If he tells me he can't get a hold of you because you're playing games, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. So don't get in any trouble. Don't use, and just stay in contact and everything will be fine. All right. We'll have you sign a reset with Jermaine. We'll have you get with Fleischer for your bond conditions. And then after that, you guys are free to go.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. Great to see you.
Blake Jenkins. Mr. Jenkins, you're charged with 2 cases. You're charged with 2 counts of terroristic threat. Was he on bond for this case and then he picked up a new case?
Yes, Your Honor. It appears so, that he was on bond for
He was literally on bond and then a week later he picks up a new case. Don't. Are you here with anyone today?
Yes, just it appears correct. He was on bond and then he picked up the new case.
So as what I see, he picks up his first terroristic threat. We gave him a PR bond on November. So, tell me if I'm wrong. So, check this out. Tell me if I'm wrong, but it looks like both of these were just both 2Bs, meaning warrants had been issued, and he had not been picked up. This is Jenkins. And it looks like we picked him up all at one time, and he was given a PR bond on November 13th.
On the terroristic threat?
On both cases, they're both terroristic threats.
Yeah. Yeah, because it would have taken a month for him to get arraigned, so it must have been.
Yes, Your Honor, that's correct. There were.
Okay, so he was not on.
No, he was not. There were both 2Bs, Your Honor.
Now, do you guys know the relationship of Ryan Kalal?
He was just a member at the gym that the defendant attends.
Okay, so let's just go ahead and do probable cause on both cases.
Okay.
So Mr. Jenkins, you're charged with 2 cases. You're charged with 2 counts of terroristic threat. One is against a family member. So on that one, you're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. Your other case is just against a garden variety civilian. So on that one, you're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
So for the terroristic threat involving a family member, the complainant and the defendant are brothers. The officer was dispatched to a residence in Harris County, Texas in response to a family disturbance. The defendant was removing the complainant's belongings from the residence and putting them in the back of his own vehicle to prevent the complainant from getting his things. The complainant tried to remove his things from the back of the vehicle when the defendant stated, "I will kill you." The complainant was in fear for his life when the defendant said this. The defendant also later texted the complainant that if he touched his things again, that he would cause him severe pain. And then for the other terroristic threat on October 26, 2024, the officer was dispatched to Crunch Fitness in regard to a terroristic threat. The officer made contact with the complainant. The complainant, the manager at the gym, stated the defendant was involved in verbal and physical altercations with other members, and multiple complaints were filed. The complainant stated that the defendant's membership was canceled due to the issue with other members and the defendant making threats. The defendant then continued acting aggressively after finding out this information and caused a disturbance by screaming and cursing loudly. The complainant told the defendant he needed to leave and not return. The defendant became more agitated, left the business, but returned multiple times. The complainant stepped out with the defendant and told the defendant repeatedly not to return. The defendant responded multiple times he was going to come back to the business and kill the complainant.
All right. So, Mr. Jenkins, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward on both of your cases. I'm now ordering you on both of your cases not to have contact with each of those witnesses and not to go where they either live or where they work. Do you understand? In the first case against your brother, a protective order has been issued. So I would get to know that protective order, because if you violate the protective order, they will file additional charges against you. You violate those conditions, I can hold you at no bond zero bond until this case is over with. And I want you to know that I will protect every single person of Harris County by all means necessary. And if that means putting you in jail, locking you up at $100,000 bond, $50,000 bond, 2,000, whatever it may be, it's going to happen. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I'm also ordering you not to be in possession of any weapons as well. You're not to go back to Crunch Fitnesses also. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You pick up any known cases, violate even one iota of these conditions, I'm going to keep you with me. And I'm going to tell you now, it's going to be high. And if you don't have anyone to pony up that kind of money, $10,000 to get you out, you will be stuck like Chuck in custody until these cases are over with. And I'm going to tell you, it takes damn near 9 months just to get a 911 tape. Do you understand? How old are you? What do you do for a living?
I worked in catering, and then now I'm doing solar. So I'm a sales representative.
What kind of money you make a month?
I haven't made any money. Right now I'm living off unemployment checks because the money I had from my last job ran out, and the money that I'm making on my new job is all commission. So I have to close the deal before I have any income.
Who are you living with?
I'm actually living in my car at the moment.
Okay. I'll have you fill out an application for an appointed. Actually, let me see your name. On this application, you says your spouse's salary is $10,000 a month. What does that mean?
My what?
It says under spouse's salary, $10,000. You make a total income of around $11,000 a month.
Did I fill that out? I didn't fill that out.
I'll have you fill out a new one then.
Okay.
So you're living in your car.
Yes.
How is that?
I mean, it's fine as long as it's not too high.
Sucks. Sucks to live in your car, doesn't it?
I mean, I don't have any money, so I mean, it's better than the street.
What I'm trying to tell you is that when you're living in someone's house, under their roof, don't bite the hand that feeds you. Because
It was my brother that I got.
register what I'm trying to tell you, Mr. Jenkins. If you're under someone else's roof and they're kind enough to take you in, when you bite the hand that feeds you or burn a bridge, you never know when you may need to cross that bridge. Now you've burnt the bridge, you can't even cross that bridge. You're living in a car. Living in a car sucks. So be nice. It's not hard, especially when you're living under someone else's roof. It's not that hard. And if you get into an issue where you fight with someone or you're upset, walk away, find another release. Do you understand what I mean? It's not hard. Be nice. Do you mind giving an application? I'm going to have you fill out this application because I need to know everything about you as far as money wise. I'm going to have you sign a reset with Jermaine, and then I'm going to have you take a seat in the jury box where we get all your orders ready, and while I'll find you a lawyer. Okay? Okay.
So I'll be on the court today.
Yeah, I'm going to have you talk to a lawyer today. So don't leave until I excuse you.
Our last one, Your Honor, is Mr. Walker on 28.
So on both of those, no contact, no weapons, and no going to Crunch Fitness and please.
Yes, Judge.
You, Johnny Walker. Mr. Walker, you're charged with driving on a suspended license. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. The officers were dispatched to a minor accident in Harris County, Texas. The defendant provided the officer with his driver's license, which returned as not eligible. The officer noted that the defendant's license has a mandatory suspension with no lift date. The defendant also admitted to not having insurance on the vehicle.
All right. Mr. Walker, do you have a Texas driver license?
Not a license ID, I have.
You're not allowed to drive. If you drove here, you're not allowed to drive home. I will have you now sign an affidavit with me today promising me you're not going to drive. I don't know what you're doing in your life. I don't care who you're talking to, what you need to do. Nothing at all can ever now justify you getting into a car and driving. If you do, this is an affidavit. you are in violation of the affidavit, and I can have a hearing to hold you in contempt of court and slap you with an additional 6 months jail and a $500 fine every time you drive, because it's an offense in and of itself. So if you drive 5 times, I will have 5 contempt hearings. Do you understand? If you want to drive, go get a license, get liability insurance, and then we can talk, and I will happily take this off. But if I find that you drive, there will be HE double hockey sticks to pay.
Your Honor, the defendant said he has questions.
About an occupational license, what, do you have any information like it?
I cannot give you legal advice.
Okay.
What I would do, first and foremost, is go get your license. That's what you need to do. So you need to really do the legwork, call DPS, and find out what you need to do. Don't take a half-ass approach, because that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to take the easy way out, and that's not the way to do it. You need to call DPS. I will even give you the number to DPS for you to call. That's the number to the driver's license division, to DPS. When you call them at 7 o'clock sharp, as soon as the phone line's open. Don't call at 7:02, 9:05, 1:42, because you will never get through. I'm telling you this from past experience. The only time I ever got through was to call right when the phone line's open, which is at 6:59 to 7 o'clock, because then you'll get through to be able to talk to someone. Call them and say, okay, this is my number. This is who I am. What do I need to do to get my license back? Has it been more than 2 years since you've had a license? Then you're going to have to retest. You'll probably have to take the driver's test. You'll probably have to take a written test just to get it back, not to mention surcharges and everything like that.
Understand.
What we're going to do now is I'll have you sign this affidavit promising us you're not going to drive. I'll get you to Jamay to sign a reset, and then we're going to get you out of here. And when you come back, please have a lawyer, sir.
Mr. Adams on 2 is our next one, Your Honor.
Okay?
I just.
Morning, Mr. Adams.
Good morning.
Mr. Adams, you're charged with possession of marijuana. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present during any questions and interviews with the state of Texas. If you cannot afford a lawyer will be appointed to represent you, sir.
Yes, Judge. The officer initiated a traffic stop after observing the defendant's vehicle run a red light and travel 73 miles per hour in a 60-mile-per-hour zone. Upon contact, the officer observed a strong odor of marijuana and asked the defendant when he last smoked. The defendant stated, "You caught me, I just finished rolling one." The defendant then handed the officer the blunt, and then the defendant gave the officer 2 bags of marijuana, approximately 0.636 ounces of marijuana.
Did you say there was the odor of weed in the car?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Adams, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. Do you have a valid Texas driver license?
Sir.
Run his license, please.
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have valid liability insurance in your name? Are you sure? Do you have car insurance?
Yes, sir.
If you don't, you're not allowed to drive. I'm making that a condition of your bond, Mr. Adams. I want you to understand that I take it extremely serious. If you don't have car insurance, you get into an accident and you maim someone, they're going to come after you, where if you have liability insurance, your insurance takes care of you for all those needs.
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm not putting any conditions on your bond. Just be careful. Don't pick up any new cases. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we're going to reset your case to give you time to hire a lawyer. I'm gonna have you go to Jamae, sign a reset. After that, we'll just get you out of here. And when you come back, please have a
Thank
lawyer.
you.
Okay? All right, be careful, man.
Bowman. Page 5, Your Honor. Bowman.
Okay? Good morning, Ms. Bowman. Ma'am, you're charged with assault of a family member. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, ma'am.
Yes, Judge.
Okay.
The complainant and the defendant are in a dating relationship and live together. On November 12th, 2024, the officer was conducting a neighborhood patrol and observed an on-view disturbance between a vehicle and a pedestrian. The complainant stated that he and the defendant got into a verbal argument. The defendant hit the complainant approximately 1 time and bit him approximately 2 times on his right bicep, causing pain. The officer observed visible injuries on the complainant's right bicep and his right upper eye. The defendant stated that she bit him because she thought he was going to hit her.
Okay, Ms. Bowman, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. Have you guys spoken to this person? Do we know whether he wants to continue to have contact with her or not? I'm sorry? Okay, don't say anything, please. I have a bunch of DAs here, and everything that you say, they're going to use it against you. They sit there, type it, so just don't say anything at this point.
A rip was performed, Your Honor, and it's...
So guys, CW is here if you want to try. Because unless I know that this person wants to have contact with you, I'm going to order you not to have contact with this person. It is a Kevin Callahan? Okay. That's Mr. Callahan with the beard.
Yes.
Okay. Regardless, even if he wants to have contact with you, I'm ordering you not to have any threatening or harassing contact with him. You need to understand what is threatening or harassing doesn't matter what you think. It's what he perceives. So if I go like this, is that threatening, harassing? It is, and it can land you in jail. Do you understand? Do we know if alcohol had anything to do with this, Alex?
There's no allegation of alcohol, Your Honor.
The only other thing I'm going to advise you, Ms. Bowman, is that a protective order has been issued in this case. I would get to know the protective order because if you do something to violate that protective order, the state can and will file additional charges against you. And a violation of a protective order is one of the worst cases you can pick up in misdemeanor court. You understand? Okay. What do you do for a living?
I work for a consulting company.
And what kind of money do you make a month?
If I keep my job, like 8,000.
Okay, we're going to give you time to hire a lawyer. You don't qualify for an appointed lawyer. So I'll have you sign a reset with Jamae, and then we'll just have you take a seat in the jury box right now while we work out the kinks as far as the no contact order. Okay, please. First, we'll have you sign a reset.
The next one, Your Honor, is going to be Mr. Cruz on page 8.
Harassing, no way.
Yes, Judge.
Are you Xavier Luis Cruz? Mr. Cruz, you're charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
The officer initiated a traffic stop after observing the vehicle failed to signal a lane change, and the officer detained all occupants in the vehicle because none were wearing seatbelts. The driver of the vehicle gave a verbal consent to search, and the officer searched the vehicle and located a black and red bag located on the right rear passenger floorboard where the defendant was seated. The officer located the following items: a clear baggie containing meth, ice, and Xanax, and 2 baggies and a scale, and 1 Glock 47.
Was he the driver?
He was the rear passenger, and that's where the bag was located, where he was seated.
Mr. Cruz, how old are you, sir?
18.
I'm sending you now for a drug test. You must come right back. When you come back, we'll talk about your lawyer situation. But if you fail to go test, if you fail to come back, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. You will not get any more PR bonds. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm gonna have you sign a receipt with Jermaine, and then after that, we're just gonna have you take a seat while we send you, and then come right back. Don't leave.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Case on 16 and 17 is our next one.
This courtroom hearing turned into a series of intense and emotional moments as multiple defendants stood before the judge facing charges ranging from DWI and assault to threats, weapons, and drug possession. One of the most shocking moments came when a defendant tried to explain multiple failed alcohol tests by claiming that heavy makeup and cosplay products triggered his SCRAM monitor instead of actual drinking. The judge immediately pushed back, saying there was no way makeup alone could cause alcohol levels that high, especially after several repeated violations. Another emotional moment happened when a man charged with making terroristic threats admitted he was living in his car after losing stability in his life. Instead of only focusing on punishment, the judge gave him a harsh but honest lecture about respecting people who try to help you, and warned him that continuing down the same path would only make his situation worse. Throughout the hearing, the judge repeatedly reminded defendants that violating bond conditions, driving without a license, threatening others, or continuing reckless behavior could quickly lead to jail time. The courtroom was filled with tense exchanges, emotional reactions, and real-life consequences, as every defendant learned how one bad decision can completely change their future.